So a home gym is an essential bit of kit to a lot of people, those that don't want to pay a really expensive gym membership, or the gym's a long way away from where they live, because some of us live in the countryside. We're not all lucky enough to live in a city where you can throw a stone and hit a gym. So today I thought I would take you around my home gym, show you what equipment I've got, show you what I think is essential, how much kit was, and more importantly, at the end of the video, I'll talk through what I would do differently if I was to set a gym up again. So let's just start off with the building. It's really simple. It's this building in my garden. It cost me about £900, I think. I had reinforced floors put in, I had the ceiling raised a little bit, and inside, I boarded it all out myself. It's just a simple garden summer house. I needed to make sure I got something big enough for the equipment I wanted to fit in, because as you'll see as we start going through the equipment, gym equipment is big and it's bulky and it's heavy, which is why I had the floor reinforced. And also, when you have a big gym dog who wants to come in and have a sniff around, only the big dogs come and train in this gym. So let's move on to some of the equipment. You might have already seen in the background, we've got this machine here. So apparently it's called a treadmill, and you do something called cardio on it. I'm not really sure, I just know that I hang my hoodie on it when I'm training. So, let's have a look at it. So, this treadmill, it's a Reebok, not sure which model Reebok it is. I like to get my cardio in the morning. I like to get my fasted cardio in. Now, I think this was about £500 when I bought it, so it wasn't cheap. But as you can see, it folds up, saving you loads of space. Not going to labour too much on the point of a treadmill. Everybody knows what you use a treadmill for. This one's pretty good because you can do incline on it. So hill walking, if you want to lose some weight, you want to burn some fat, hill walking is essential. So I wouldn't say necessarily you must have a treadmill, because you can always go out for a walk or a run. However, I do find it convenient that I can just come on here, do a little bit of a warm up, a little bit of fasted cardio before I hit the weights. On to must-have piece of kit number one, and this was one of the reasons that I wanted my own gym in the first place rather than just getting some free weights in my living room, and that is this, the cable crossover machine. As you can see, the cables come all the way up here, and then they've got a bit all the way along the top and the cable back down this side. It has a pulley at the top on each side, it has a pulley on the bottom each side, and the weights you change yourself. The good thing about this, it really keeps the price down, because you haven't got to buy the weight on it, you're only buying the frame. And I was a little bit dubious about doing that, because I thought, I'm just buying a frame. I think it was about £300, which wasn't too bad. And because it doesn't take Olympic weights, the cheap weights we're going to talk about in a little while that you can get at car boot sales or on Marketplace, fit on it perfect. And do you know what? This, honestly, you're buying one piece of kit, buy this, because you can train. I mean, okay, so I'm going to teach somebody to suck eggs now. You know what you can do with crossovers, but you can do chest, you can do back, you can biceps, you can do triceps, you can do legs. You can use just one side of it, you can use both sides of it. This piece of kit is absolutely essential for a home gym. Would be my number one pick. The other piece of kit that I would say is 100% essential in a home gym, especially if you are training on your own, is this. The power cage, squat rack if you want to call it that. But the power cage, you can buy different attachments to it, so you can have a pull down on the back of it. The good thing about this one, this is a body power one, I think, can't remember. Yeah, this is a body power cage, and it comes with these. Great bit of kit, and the good thing about this is you don't need a spotter. You can set them, they're life-saving bars. You can set them to the height that you want them. And then if you're doing squats or chest press or anything within that rack, you can set them to the height you need them to be at. If you get in the shit, if you start struggling, you can drop the bar on. Plus, it gives you the confidence to push that extra couple of reps that you need to help you grow. It doesn't have to be a body power one. I mean, there's all different brands of these. But this one, as you can see, comes with pull-up bars. We'll talk about that in a minute. It comes with these attachments, which are for dips, so you can set them at different heights. So there's loads you can do on this. Little tip for this that I really like about this. A lot of people think it's just for chest press or just for squatting. There is some really cool stuff you can do on this. if you've got some resistance bands, you can set them up on the pull-up bars and it can work as an assisted pull-ups. I'm going to show you how. You'll have to excuse me, I haven't got my gym kit on because I've been tidying up in here, but these resistance bands just hook around your pull-up bars, which are at the top here, and you can just pull them down and sit your knee in them, and then you've got assisted pull-ups, which those that you'll know will know it's great for training back. I always use pull-ups or assisted pull-ups when warming up at the start of my back session. So they're the two most essential pieces of kit, but what do you need in the gym over probably anything else if you're going to be in here training weights? Well, you need weights. So let's see what we've got. So to start with, we've just got some of these simple bars, a couple of easy bars, a few free weights on them. And as you can see, I mean, you'll know, they have the spin locks on them and then you just slide the weight on that you want. I've built up over the time, so I've got a couple so I don't have to keep swapping them about. I've got the weights that I need or weights that I want. The good thing about these is you often find them at car boot sales, you often find them on Marketplace, like on Facebook or just on eBay. But you can also buy free weights, obviously brand new. I find them a bit expensive. You used to pay £1 for a kilo, and now it's about £8 for a kilo. Whereas if you go to a car boot sale, you can pick them up dirt cheap. As well as the straight bars and as well as the easy bars, then we've also got dumbbells. So I have got some of these. Just some really basic dumbbells. A couple of ones with the ring lock ones that I've set on myself, some lighter ones that you can pick up really dirt cheap, and again a couple of ring lock ones, and then I've got them all set up nicely underneath a bit of a heavy duty bench. Again, a decent bench is something that really is essential in a gym like this. I say a decent bench, please ignore this one. The Muscle Squad, I don't know what model it is. I think it's the Muscle Squad shit bench. I say that I've had it for a couple of years. I don't like it. I didn't like it when I got it. There is a review in the description to this bench. It does the trick, but it's crap. My next big purchase for this gym will be a better bench because that's just terrible. Sorry, Muscle Squad, it is, but shit sandwich. Let's now move on to, I won't say essential, but this was the first, or these were the first pieces of kit I bought when I got my first money in from bringing people in to train in the gym. This is the first thing that I bought, and actually, I do not regret it at all. They cost me £600 at the time. I think you can get them for about £4 now. There's a review in the description to these, and they are the Muscle Squad selectable dumbbells. You can see I've got two, I've got one either side here. These are the 40 kilo. And I absolutely love this bit of kit. So as you can see, they've just got a button on them here. You press it down, you turn it to what you want, so that's onto a 5, and then you lift it out. And then we can go up to 8, and it lifts out the weight with it. And these have got 8, 11, 14 and a half, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30 or 30 and a half, 33 and a half, 37 and 40. So 80 kilos worth of weight between the two sets of dumbbells, but you've got so many, you've got so many options there for different weights, single or double together. So pretty good. So just a few other little bits then, just before we start talking about what I would do different. It's what I call sundries, so just the little extra bits. So I've got some stacks of free weights down in this corner. We've got some kettlebells and some medicine balls, some really small dumbbells. This here is a step. I've got a sit-up board over here which sets up. You can do decline bench press on that. It sets up and it's either incline or decline, so you can use that for bench press. You can also hook your legs over it for sit-ups. And then my shit corner, we've got some yoga mats over here. We've got some blocks, a Bulgarian bag, 20 kilos. Obviously, essential piece of kit in a gym, some hand sanitizer and some cleaning products, and then some different attachments for the cable crossover machine, which we've also got some attachments just dotted around on the walls. Oh yeah, and a big ass stereo, because you've got to bang them tunes out. Wrist wraps, back support, Quite a few medals for being awesome. Whiteboard, because why not? And that's about all the equipment we've got. And that's all the equipment we need, really. You know, I've been using this gym for about 4 years. There's not much else really I need in here. I can get a good workout. I train my clients in here. I've never had any complaints, so it works well. So what would I do different? Well, I guess for a start, I would have better lighting. As you can see, I've set up an extra thing here for when I'm filming to give me a bit more light. I've got a really basic light up on the ceiling. And that's about it. So I would probably do that different. I would definitely insulate it. I would say that's a real big thing. This is just boarding that we've got on the walls. But I didn't put any insulation behind. The roof is still just bare as it is. And in the winter, it does get pretty condensated in here. So you can see like here, that's a rust mark where in the winter, there's been some condensation in the gym and some of the iron weights have got a little bit rusty. So definitely think about some kind of heating in here. I would go a little bit higher. I have raised the roof on what the standard building would be. But as you can see, this here, the cable crossover won't go past this beam. So I can't push it as far back as I would have liked. And this won't go past that beam. I have to excuse some of the decor coming off. But yeah, as you can see, the power cage won't go back quite as far as I would have liked it to have done to set it up. And I would have also gone an extra meter that way outwards, just so it's a little bit deeper, a little bit bigger. I've got enough room for what I need, but I wish I just had another meter. So this is a 3 meter wide by 4 meter long. I probably would have gone 4x4 because I think would have just given me just that little bit of extra free weight space. It's great for just me, but when it's me and a client or me and the missus, if me and the missus are training together and we want to use floor space together, it does get a little bit cramped in here. But other than that, that's what we've got. If you have any questions on a home gym, any questions on building or construction or where I bought the equipment from, please don't hesitate to ask, leave a comment. I will leave a link to some of the other videos, some of the review videos I've got for some of the equipment. And hopefully you found this video useful. I hope you've enjoyed seeing my gym. It's not quite finished. As you can see, I've still got some bits I need to do on the ceiling. It is recently decorated as well. I have painted it, which is why I've decided to come in and kind of do this video while it's looking in its best. But other than that, hope you've enjoyed it. Please, if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please do drop a subscribe. We're trying to grow this channel. We're going to do loads of fitness content, loads of weight stuff. I'm on my own bodybuilding journey now, which is hopefully I'm going to get big over the next couple of months. If you've got your own gym, get in there this week, get in there today and achieve your goals and choose life.